You guys know I've been starting to not really transition my business into wholesale, but I've been starting to do a little bit more wholesale, right? Ever since ASD. So just a quick reminder for you guys that either are new or that are not watching every single one of my videos. So at the beginning of the week, beginning of last week, I was in Vegas for ASD, okay? In a desire to start incorporating more wholesale into my business. And I think this is the best way to actually describe it, because I'm not really trying to transition. And if a transition happens, it's because I don't have enough capital to do both wholesale and online arbitrage at a big enough scale that it actually makes sense. But yeah, I'm starting to do a little bit more wholesale. I started to open wholesale accounts, and I started actively talking to suppliers to try to place orders. And I want to make this series of video of me actually, documenting my journey doing wholesale and trying to do wholesale, because with online arbitrage I started when I was already doing good with online arbitrage, and it's good, that way you'll see me start something new and see how I evolve with this thing, right? So yeah, this is the first video in this journey of me documenting, and not really the first video, because yesterday I released a video explaining one thing that I was going to do, and I don't know why the chicken, they're probably going to make some noise, okay? Nothing I can do. Like, you guys know these videos are, I shoot one video a day, so when stuff like that happen, the video needs to happen. But yeah, so I'm going to document my journey. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the process, about what I did so far, about what's working, what's not working, as usual, with everything. I'll be 100% transparent with how things are going. And I'm going to talk specifically, today I'm going to talk specifically about, stuff that I thought would be harder with wholesale and stuff that I thought would be easier, and things that I see different, and things that I did not really took into consideration and that I started realizing a little bit later. You'll notice I might cough a lot as well, because when I was in Vegas, I got COVID. We all got COVID, funny story. But yeah. So yeah, before we start though, if you do not know me, my name is Chris Mangunza. I release daily videos about selling on Amazon, right here on YouTube. So if you're new, subscribe to this channel, like this video so you get recommended more videos. I have a ton of videos, I have a ton of content to explain stuff to you, to teach you arbitrage, and you're going to see also a lot of content of me documenting my journey, such as with this series of video, and such as I've been doing at the same time with my journey transitioning from one repricer to another, and like comparing them both, and I have a lot of videos in that journey shot already that I haven't released. But yeah, so yeah, that's me. Subscribe and do all that stuff. All right. So by the way, we're 3,000 now, so thank you everyone for supporting the channel. It's really good. It's really good feeling that you guys like the video and all that stuff. So yeah. All right. So with wholesale, so there's one thing that I thought would be harder, and it's actually it's actually opening an account. Okay, way easier than I thought it would be. The second thing, on the opposite, like there are some stuff that are harder than I thought they would be. And so one of these things is because, and it's really something that that you don't really consider, and like this thing is actually the process of placing orders, because here's the truth. Because it's not just like online arbitrage and by the way, like I'm starting, I mean, it would be a lie to tell you guys that I've done wholesale, that I haven't done wholesale at all. I did wholesale a tiny bit last summer, did a few mistakes, like did good, but did a few mistakes at the same time, and went back 100% to online arbitrage because I was just testing the water, right? So it's not like I'm a 100% beginner, but like I'm really, really new to wholesale, right? So as I said, the thing that I thought would be hard and is actually easy is that it's just open account. On the other side, the thing that I think would be easy, what it actually is hard, is placing orders, right? Because placing orders, there's one thing that you need to remember. You're not going to be able to place orders 24/7, okay? Because you need to go through your rep, and like it's not like with online arbitrage. If I want to buy something on Nike.com, I can buy it at 3 a.m., 5 a.m., 10 a.m. if I want to. So it's a process, right? And this is the first thing that you need to understand, and that the first thing that you understand, but you are like, this is the first thing that you understand, but you are not aware of, like you're not fully aware of it while you think about it before you actually start, right? And so the reason why I'm telling you this is because if, let's say that your rep is sick or whatever and you have no other point of contact, you're not going to be able to place orders, you know? If it's the weekend, you're not really going to necessarily be able to place orders if your rep is having some time off. You know, it's not going to be as easy as with online arbitrage. You just go on the website to place the order and you send it to your prep center, right? So, and of course with the logistic, it's a little bit complicated as well, but like, you know, I guess that the process will streamline itself, right? But the thing is, the thing as well is that you need to understand that you need to build relationship with those suppliers, and sometimes you need to put more energy into some people than others, you know, because like at the end of the day you can open a ton of accounts, but like if you place $1,000 order with 10 different suppliers, it's not going to work. It's better for you to actually place a $10,000 order with one supplier, because, and it's just an example, but it's just so you can understand, you know. It's better. And once again, this is not me telling you stuff. This is stuff that I'm thinking about, and stuff that I'm actually telling you guys with the stuff that I'm noticing myself doing this, taking this journey, right? So, as I said, so, you know, I've been putting all my energy right now into this specific supplier, and, you know, we had to do some paperwork, all that stuff, because my order is ready. My order, I had a first order already at ASD, and another order already, and I expanded my order, I expanded my order right when we came back, and this is the supplier that I put most of my focus on, because I said, you know what, this supplier is the one that I'm really going to go all the way and really try to build a good relationship with this specific supplier. And there's other suppliers as well, but like there's one supplier that I'm working with, but like you guys will understand what I'm saying. So the issue is that, you know, like, because it's the weekend, I understand, and like especially time difference as well. I'm not sending the emails because right now I'm in Belgium, I'm not in the US. This specific suppliers on the East Coast. You know, it's not easy, especially since they come back from ASD. They have a lot of lead and a lot of people to talk to. I understand, like, so there's some sort of backlog, and it's a little bit frustrating. I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit frustrating, but this is the thing, this is the part that I actually thought was going to be hard was easy, and the part that I thought would be easy is actually hard, which is placing orders. It's not that it's hard. I'm not saying that it's hard, it's impossible, but like, it's harder and it takes longer than I thought, you know? And so, in a business like this, like, holding cash for too long is not good because you're actually losing money, you know? And the fact that I'm trying to build a relationship with this specific supplier make me hold more cash than usual, and so I'm actually losing a little bit of money. And I hope that this is not a mistake, but I believe that it's for the better good, if it's for the greater good at the end of the day, because my business is going to, with Wholesale, I'm going to be able to push my business a little bit further, right? So with the first order, it's okay, but once we get things rolling, I hope it's going to be good. So yeah, so, and I have, like, because the thing that I found frustrating a little bit right now is that, first of all, looking to price sheet takes time, you know, and of course I'm developing a new skill, like, and I need to be able to, and the more stuff I look at, I know the faster it will be, but right now it's taking a little bit of time, you know. I'm trying to delegating some part of it, but like I haven't trained my team 100% to do it and to do it effectively, so it's still taking a lot of time. But like, you know, this time that I put into that, the bet that I'm taking on this supplier, like, and so I'm not going to lie, there's two specific suppliers that I'm thinking about, but like post ASD, it's actually hard to get. No, it's not hard to get an answer. That's not what I'm saying. But it is not easy to get, because sometimes, you know, you need more information on one specific stuff, because like, for example, like, you know, like you need to get pallet quantity, to get the exact pallet quantity so you can get an idea of when you ship it, how many units you're going to get and all that stuff, or you want confirmation on a price, all that stuff, and they take forever. Like, there's a lot of guys that take forever while you actually have your order, like you're ready to spend your money, right? So that's what I'm struggling with a little bit right now. That's the stuff that I'm trying to fix right now with them, and like, this is literally what I've been working on. I've been a little bit sick with all this stuff, you know. And so and you may have seen it in the videos that I released in the last few days. So I don't have a lot of energy, and I'm trying to put all my energy towards that. And especially it was the weekend, so I was working on some other stuff with online arbitrage. Long story, I'll make a whole video about that. But like, I've been facing some issue on a specific account on a specific website, and it's been taking a lot of my time. I think it's going to get fixed soon, but like, you know, that was something that took a lot of my time. So yeah, but yeah, so, you know, with wholesale, like really with wholesale, I really thought that, like, I had a lot of things, I was thinking, I was misrepresenting a lot of stuff, and in a good way, actually, because as I said, for opening accounts, it's actually good, and it's easier than I thought. For placing orders, it's actually, it can be good as well, and it's a little bit harder to place orders because you need to be persistent, especially at the beginning, because a lot of people are going to get discouraged, you know. So that's actually, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It can be a little bit frustrating at the time, but it's actually not a bad thing. It's just the same thing as, you know, pretty much the same thing as Amazon. If you're a beginner, you know, it may be frustrating to try to sell on Amazon because everything is gated, but as you go and as you get more stuff, and as stuff gets easy for you, if you're persistent, you'll be good, because most people will have given up. And so you have less competition. So I see it pretty much the same way. That's pretty much how I see it. So yeah, that's where I'm at with my wholesale journey so far. By the way, if you have any advice on all that stuff, leave them in the comment. What should I do? Am I doing something wrong? All that stuff. So yeah, so I'm actually excited to bring the results to you guys whenever there's results with the wholesale. But that's where I'm at with my journey right now. And hopefully, I hope that maybe I'll make one video a week, maybe on Tuesday. You know what? It's Tuesday today. Every single Tuesday, I'll make a video. We'll call it Wholesale Tuesday. And I'm saying this right now, and I'm going to forget to put it in the title. But yeah, I'll make an update video on the wholesale business every single week on Tuesday to show you guys how it's going. So right now, I'm stuck with that. And regarding group buys and all that stuff that I wanted to do in my groups, I'm still stuck with that. So I actually have some leads that we could go over, but like, to be honest, most of my energy is trying to get things right with the first supplier that I told about, that I talked about, the second supplier that I haven't talked to you guys about, and then there's the third one. Like, these three are my, actually, yeah, these three are my priority. The last one is a bigger one, so not that much, but those two, if I can place orders frequently, I can build a really good relationship with them. I know that with the last one, it's a bigger supplier, so, and they have multiple Amazon sellers, so it's not going to be that easy to build as good as a relationship as I can with these other guys that I talked about. But yeah, also, by the way, one thing that I noticed, and one of the challenge that I noticed, and one thing that I think is going to be a challenge, and I may be wrong, is that super fast selling products with wholesale. So that's the whole dilemma, because from what I've seen, I haven't found with the suppliers I've worked with, I haven't found a really fast selling products just yet. And so it's always that balance of, you know, pallet quantity, like, because you want to buy a lot. You know, I'd like to buy way more than I'm buying. I'd like to be able to spend $50,000 just in between 2-3 products, right? Or like with a whole product line. The issue is that a lot of the stuff that I find is not selling fast enough on Amazon. Of course, it makes sense, because this stuff that is selling fast enough is already taken by bigger accounts, I would assume. And so most of the stuff, you know, the issue, like, with the stuff that I find is always like, this thing is good, but like, does this make sense for me to buy that much of it? Because it's going to take me a little bit, like a little while to sell this whole stuff, you know? And so if you try to stay under 2 months of inventory, even 3 months, sometimes 3 months could be done, but like, sometimes it's always this balance of the required quantity to purchase a whole pallet of this stuff, and on the other end, the expected sale volume that you're gonna get on Amazon. It's always trying to find the balance in between those two. And when sourcing, when going to price sheets and all that stuff, that's the thing that I noticed, that like, you know, like this product would be really good if I would be able to buy a pallet. But like if a pallet is, I don't know, 1,000 units, I'm just making stuff up, 1,000 units, and I expect that I can only sell 100 of these a month, I'm not going to stock up with 10 months of inventory, you know. And so that's always a balance. That's the thing that I found quite difficult right now, because profitable products, wholesale, they are everywhere. No, it's just about the quantity that you need to buy. And so except if I can speed up the rate at which I flow with potentially running ads, and this is one of the things that and I need to get a little bit deeper into the wholesale thing, all that stuff. But like probably this is the way to go. Probably like running ads, getting more buy box share and more sales on these things, but running ads on products that you go deeper on. And actually, I was interviewed I had a podcast, like the whole situation was weird, by the way. I had a podcast with a guy from India that was talking about that, like it's some sort of, he ran an agency. Like, I don't know, I had no idea why he interviewed me on his podcast. And I don't know, the whole situation was weird. But he was talking a little bit about that, and so I was asking him a few questions about that. So the podcast turned into me asking him question about that while he was actually the one interviewing me. Well, that whole situation was weird. Whatever. I don't even know if the video is out on his channel. Weird situation, right? Really weird situation. Whatever. And it was last summer, I believe, if I remember correctly. But whatever. That might be a solution, okay? Because it's trying to find this balance and increasing your potential sales volume is one way. And I think this is the key. Another way to do it would be to go to other platforms as well. And this is where I see the importance of potentially going to other platforms if you do wholesale, because you can move your stuff fast enough. But yeah, but profitable wholesale products are everywhere. The only issue is the quantity that you need to buy to make it work. And you can always buy cases, but like a lot of these products are only going to be profitable if you are really going to be worth it if you buy pallets. And sometimes pallets are way too much. But this is maybe why, you know. For example, like, okay, so let's say you want to buy toothpaste, right? The issue is the really fast toothpaste is sold by Amazon already. The stuff that is not as fast, but that wholesaler can jump on, like big wholesalers are already on them, right? So you need to go a little bit lower, if you know what I mean. And this is my understanding of the stuff, and I may be wrong. And so if you're doing a wholesale, and if you're doing wholesale and you think that I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. Like, let me know in the comments, because I'm trying to improve as well, you know? And so, yeah, so you need to go a little bit. So you have the top products, Amazon's on the top products. Then you have the huge wholesalers like that you're not going to be able to compete with. And then this is where you can actually jump on a heavier opportunity, right? So, these products, like a lot of these products, most of these products will not sell fast enough so you can buy a whole pallet. Because like if you buy a whole pallet of one specific Colgate toothpaste, there's going to be a ton of units, okay? Because you might have, I don't know, like maybe 100 in a box. A pallet is going to be, I don't know, like 30 boxes. So here you go. You have like 3,000 of them. And if you can only sell 200 a month, it's going to take you a while to actually get out of your position. So that's really the main issue that that's not the main issue, but that's the thing that is challenging. Finding that balance of a product that sells fast enough in a quantity, and maybe it's moving away from those small products. Maybe that's an avenue that I can explore. So maybe if I focus more on toys, maybe it will be a little bit better. I need to check. But yeah, that's really that's it. That's the thing. That's it. That's just this, you know. So that's my take on wholesale right now. That's where I'm at in my journey, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. But I think I think right now, you know, in the same way that with online arbitrage, you need to manufacture your margins. You know, you need to manufacture your margins to make products worth it. In the same way, where in online arbitrage, this is the main skill gap, and I don't know why my computer is ringing. Where an online arbitrage is the main skill gap, with wholesale, I feel like the main not the skill gap, but the thing that is going to give you an edge is being able to increase the speed, increase your sale volume through multiple strategies, so you can actually purchase a pallet and it will actually make sense, because like it's pretty much turning, and I may be wrong, by the way. If you do wholesale, please let me know, okay, because I'm trying to talk with you guys. It's pretty much, how do you turn something that is, if you don't do anything, you run it the regular way, it's 10, and let's not make it as dramatic, it's 6 months worth of inventory. Or do you think something that is supposed to be 6 months of inventory into 3 months, 2 months and a half of inventory? And I think this is where more of the stuff needs to be done. And so, because as I said, it's that balance in between the number of units that you need to order and how fast you can sell those orders, those units, right? And how do you make this faster? I guess you make it faster by running PPC ads. You can make it faster by selling on other platforms as well. And you know, even if just PPC ads makes it like you get 5% more sales. If you actually list the products on eBay, you make like 2% more sales. If you list it on Walmart Marketplace as well, you make 1% more sales, and all that. You know, all these things add up, and so you can shorten this and actually justify purchasing a whole pallet and more units easier. So that's the way I'm thinking about it. So yeah, if you have anything to say, please let me know in the comments. That's all I had to say today. So yeah, like this video, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.